1, 2, 3.
World War I was a global war originating in Europe that lasted from July 28, 1914 to November 11, 1918. Contemporaneously described as the war to end all wars, it led to the mobilization of more than 70 million military personnel, including 60 million Europeans, making it one of the largest wars in history. Over 16 million people died, including 9.7 million Europeans, and an additional 7.9 million were wounded. The war began after the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria, heir presumptive to the Austro-Hungarian throne, and his wife Sophie, by Gavrilo Princip, a Serbian nationalist, on June 28, 1914. Serbia's allies, Russia and France, and Austria-Hungary's ally, Germany, were drawn into the conflict. Within weeks, the major powers were at war and the conflict had expanded into a global war. The war was fought on multiple fronts, including the Western Front, the Eastern Front, the Italian Front, the Middle Eastern Front, and the African Front. The war was characterized by trench warfare, in which soldiers fought in long lines of trenches dug into the ground. This type of warfare was very deadly and resulted in a high number of casualties. The war ended with the signing of the Armistice of November 11, 1918. The Allies emerged victorious, and the Central Powers were forced to sign the Treaty of Versailles in 1919. The treaty imposed harsh terms on Germany, which contributed to the rise of Adolf Hitler and the Nazi Party in the 1930s. World War I had a profound impact on the course of history. It led to the collapse of the Austro-Hungarian, Ottoman, and Russian empires, and the creation of new countries, such as Czechoslovakia and Yugoslavia. The war also led to the development of new technologies, such as tanks, airplanes, and chemical weapons. The war also had a lasting impact on the world economy. The war debts of the Allies led to the Great Depression in the 1930s. The war also led to the rise of nationalism and militarism in many countries, which contributed to the outbreak of World War II in 1939. World War I was a complex and consequential event. It had a profound impact on the course of history and continues to be studied and debated today.